Hey guys, Marstinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we did not get a data download this morning, which is kind of what we expected. The usual routine, we of course saw the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan EZA details yesterday. Usually what happens is the details get posted on Twitter, and then the next day we get a data download, and then the day after, at least this is obviously based on my time zone, then the day after the content actually drops in the game. So I was expecting a data download this morning, that did not happen, so that kind of made it seem clear there was going to be some other kind of news that would come out today around the same time the Gohan EZA details dropped yesterday. And we did indeed get one of these new information on upcoming content. I do like that they do these now, because we never used to get these like officially as their own little segment in the news. It was just kind of usually from the data download is how we would find out that this kind of stuff was actually happening. So I do like that they do this now and gives us a bit of an idea of what sort of stuff is going to come out. So as expected, we do have the couple of new stages for the Supreme Magnificent Battle. So stage 4 and 5 are being added. Obviously there's no indication from any of this either A, what those new stages are going to be, like who they're going to be against, but also whether or not these are the final two or not. Now I imagine that they probably will be. I don't know how long the EX part is intended to be, but GDC, most of the events have only been extended until like the 18th, so I think this is potentially the last content drop like officially of the GDC. So 4 and 5 potentially will be the final stages, because remember the splash image, like it says here, reign victorious against formidable foes to get a wallpaper. That will usually be something like a mission that is just beat all stages, which of course with the first 3 stages that we've already had released, we didn't have a mission like that or anything. So we'll know once we get the data download and we see the in-game missions, if a mission has been added that is beat all the stages or beat all missions, then we know that stage 5 is going to be the final one. Then we're also getting 2 new stages to the Peppy Gals, like the heroine battle event. Stages 10 and 11 will soon be available. I assume this is probably going to be tied into whoever the picks are for the Peppy Gals banner, because that was one thing that people were speculating we could potentially see news on today, is the actual information on the Peppy Gals units. But based on last year, well, actually when we looked on the wiki, they don't go up to 2024, but we looked at 2023, the Peppy Gals banner was out on like the 17th or the 18th, which is still a few days away from now. So if we were still going to be seeing it drop around that time, then we probably wouldn't see the Peppy Gals units get posted on Twitter until I guess tomorrow at the earliest, but probably over the weekend, and then that banner comes out either Monday or Tuesday. If it was Tuesday morning for me, that would be the 18th PST, so that would probably make a lot of sense. So we could see the Peppy Gals cards themselves on Sunday morning for me, Saturday evening if you're in the US, and then the banner drops on Tuesday morning for me, which is the 19th, the evening of the 18th if you're in the US. So I imagine that's probably going to be the case, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm still expecting a data download tomorrow, because we should be getting the Gohan EZA soon as well. And then we also have the barbershop update. New character exclusive EX skill orbs will become available for exchange from the Training in the Clouds event. So my number one guess for this obviously is that they're going to be EX skill orbs for the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because of course he's getting his EZA. They've done that with a bunch of the other LRs that got EZAs during the GDC. So I would be very confident in assuming that they're going to have skill orbs for the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so that's cool. Obviously they could maybe add in ones for whoever the Peppy Gals units are going to be potentially, but I guess we'll see. If anything, it's going to be the Gohan more so than anything. So if we take a look at the Supreme Magnificent Battle, so the whole point of this new Blue Zone is its Next Generation Saiyans edition, and we have Kid Trunks, Kid Goten and Gohan. So when it comes to the remaining choices for like who the other stages could be, I feel like Teen Future Trunks is potentially an option, but we've already gotten up to like Buu Saga. I know they don't necessarily go in order of sagas, but we've kind of skipped basically all the way to the Buu Saga straight away here. Future Trunks is a potential option. One thing I think we could definitely see is a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because obviously we're getting his EZA, even though that is out of order because we've already had the Team Gohan. But I think we could see a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan stage. Otherwise, as we move forward into the other next generation Saiyans, we could have a stage with Pan. We could have a stage with Bulla, or both of them together. We know we're only getting 2 new stages, right? 4 and 5. So assuming that they potentially could be the last ones, when it comes to like next generation Saiyans, I feel like Pan could be the next one, and then the final one could be like Goku Jr. or something. And then that kind of covers right up to the end of like the arc of these like future generation Saiyans. So I feel like that's certainly going to be an interesting one. Obviously we'll get missions for it as well. The previous stages have had like siblings bond, bond of friendship. Maybe they'll put in like movie heroes or full power as one of the missions or something to coincide along with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan EZA. I guess they technically could make Peppy Gals one of the missions as well, with the Peppy Gals units coming up, but that's like a separate thing to this, so I don't know if that's necessarily what I would expect. I think this is more likely to be missions for like Gohan or just Hybrid Saiyans in general. And then obviously we have this event. Now the interesting thing about this is we have gone through most of the female characters. I'm trying to think if there's any that jump out at me straight away. I guess you've got like Chilai that has a Peppy Gals card. I guess Chilai and Farsha are the 2 Peppy Gals units from the banner that are getting their EZA this year. So I guess the stages could be against them, maybe. Something that someone mentioned in the chat as well, which is kind of funny. Imagine if the final stage, like imagine if it's one new stage against a new character, and then the second extra stage is like a boss rush versus all of these, which would be super awkward considering loads of these stages have really weird mechanics for like, you need to pick up rainbow orbs, or you need to do like certain specific things. So like having a team built for each particular, like what that stage wants in particular, was kind of annoying back when this first came out. So then trying to make a team that could do all of those fights all in one go with the same team would certainly be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, let me know who you guys think the new stages will be against. I don't expect there to be a boss rush one, so it will just be 2 new characters. I do definitely think it could be the 2 characters that we're going to get from the Peppy Gals banner. I think that would make a lot of sense. But obviously let me know what you think. And of course there were a bunch of missions for this as well. I think all of them had a mission for just doing it with Peppy Gals on the team, right? And then some of them had Roshi as a mission. Yeah, Peppy Gals. Yeah, and then there's a Roshi. So I guess that would potentially be the same thing as well, but largely Peppy Gals units on the team. So yeah, interesting. So let me know who you think that the final 2 stages could be against. Like I say, I feel like it's going to be whoever the 2 new characters are on the Peppy Gals banner. We don't obviously know who those are going to be, so let me know your thoughts on that as well. I like the idea that I've seen people putting around about a future Bulma being one of them, because then that would put all of the future Trunkses on Bond of Parent and Child. Also Aransu from Daima to kind of set us up for going into any Daima stuff. She would obviously be on Demonic Power, so it'd be helpful for some of the stuff that we already have. So that'll be kind of cool. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So yeah, new content upcoming. Still no information on the actual dates and times, but once we get the data download, I will of course let you guys know with a news update video. So let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. What are you most looking forward to? What do you think the stages will be? Who will we be fighting? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.